Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is a Matters Monday because art matters. We are going to be working on Art Matters, coloring a page out of there, as well as continuing on with the Teresa Goodridge page with the Arrtx watercolor markers. Now, as you probably noticed, I have changed the introduction to include the sped up version of what I do offline. So if I'm working on something and I say I'm going to do something offline, keep an eye out at the start of the next live for the video for the offline. It's new. It's improved. Hopefully you like it. If not, I'm sorry. Hello, Alexia. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Alex. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Brittany. Hello, everyone. So if you have missed the first 5 minutes of the video, hello, Calamity. Um, Make sure that you go back and watch it if you want to see the sunflowers being painted. If not, then it's all fine. She's still in isolation. She's got the COVID. So, we will be working on this page. It says attach the armrests with the screws, puzzling over the left and the right of it. The screws not being what they should be, as described in the instructions. And then the base beneath the seat, which attached with 6 40mm screws that were puzzlingly 6 45mm screws. So, yeah, he's obviously got some instructions for a different chair. Yay! I'm glad you're allowed out tomorrow. So we will be coloring him, trying to figure out the chair, and then we will be painting the rest, well, some more of this area here. Like I said, I will definitely be going through and adding that offline stuff to the startup of the next live screen. I will be using the Farben colored pencils for the coloring of this Art Matters. I am glad that you only had one day of the sniffles because, yeah, being sick sucks. Alright, so let's get started with, let's start with Emerald. I'm going to start on his shirt here. I'm just going to sharpen this up. So I'm going to go through and start with the Emerald. And hopefully it looks green. My camera hates green. I don't know why. It works just fine and looks just fine before I start. And as soon as I go live, it decides it doesn't like green. Hello, Kenny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just going through and doing the creases in his shirt. And getting those shadows going. And I'm going to come down here. So I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. It was good to see so many of you on Saturday. And I've got some exciting things going on, some new things coming in. So keep in tune for that. All I can say is my husband spoils me. That's all I can say. That's good. I'm glad it was a good weekend there, Dawn. All right, so we've got the emerald down. Now we're going to just take a little bit of a darker green. I'm going to use the eucalyptus tree and just some of these darker shadow areas. Trying to make sure that I color his clothes fairly the same color as the original ones when he first started putting the chair together, so that he doesn't look like he's changed his clothes every page. Because I don't think it takes more than a day to put together a chair, but you never know. Just going into the deepest areas where the most shadow is with the eucalyptus. Yeah. Well, yeah. I told him. He just has not taken you up on that offer. Yeah, our anniversary is coming up, so he has outdone himself again, as usual. He printed me pretty things, as usual. I missed his cuff here. I'll go through with the emerald afterwards and put the emerald in there for the cuff. Rude. Yeah, it was definitely hot. Do you want to see the pretty roses that he's made me? They're really pretty. All right. Now we're going to go in with. Oh no, no. It was Bob not taking her up on her offer of having an Aussie wife. It was not you, Don. So now I'm using avocado, if I didn't say so. I don't think I did. I think I just picked it up and started coloring with it. So this is avocado. And once again, I'm using the Sharpie Farben colored pencils because they were on my desk. Sorry if I go quiet. It's been a quiet day here. I've done some swatching. That video will be out on Friday. So there is a new product video coming out. I have to work tomorrow, which is fine. I like my job, so. Yeah, she clippy-cloppied across the floor. Okay, so you want to see the pretty roses that he made me? Before I start coloring any further? Because if I start coloring any further, then... If you don't want to see them, it's fine. I won't show them. Yes, I will, because they're cool. I'm going to switch over to the main screen. So check this out. Isn't that cool? They're so pretty. He made me two of them. So that was the roses that my husband printed me. Switch back over to the close-up. I'll maybe turn on the light so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, so now we're going to work on his jeans. And we're going to start with indigo. And of course the choo-choo's going through. Hey there, Melissa. Welcome, welcome. So for everyone that saw the start of the video, the start of the stream, in the startup video area, the startup part, what did you guys think of the sped up video of the offline coloring? Do you think that's a good idea? Should I continue doing that? What do you guys think? For those that hadn't seen it, it is the first 5 minutes of the video if you watch the playback. Alright, now I'm going to go in with, don't think Summer Sky I want. What's this one? Yeah, maybe Summer Sky. I'm going to go in with Summer Sky. Yeah, it's getting hot. Yeah, if you missed it, it is the first 5 minutes of the video. let me know in the comments if you're watching this later, whether you enjoyed that and whether you would like to see more of that at the startup of the live streams. All right, now we're going to go into the skin tones. So I'm going to use this one here, which is cream. His eyes are really kind of creepy. Alright, I need a color and I'm not seeing it. This one here. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry that your foot hurts. I'm going in with periwinkle flower. It's giving some shadow. And then we're going to go in with the champagne. Hello, Dion. Welcome, welcome. And then we're going to go in with peach. Get those darker areas in there. And then we're going to go back to pointed shoe. And we're just going to blend everything together. Then we're going to grab some blues for his eyes. I think I want Cocalitos water. I don't know if that's the way it's pronounced or not, but that's how I pronounced it. It's probably not pronounced that way, but alright, so we're going to go back in with the cream. Champagne honey cream, which is this one. For his hands. Trying not to get pencil on the painting. And then we need the periwinkle. And if you weren't here on Saturday, there are some new Nightbot commands. In order to locate them and to see what they are, of course, all you have to do is hit !command, and that will give you the new Nightbot commands. Well, it'll give you all the Nightbot commands. Nightbot commands are ! commands that you can utilize throughout the chat. There's different products, different YouTube artists, channel addresses, things like that, as well as different exclamations. So different things that you can make it say. So I just used the peach. I'm now using the pointy shoe. And I'm sorry if it's upside down. Unlike Tammy, I can't bend in all different directions. Alright, now we're going to use the champagne. Alright, now we're going to do his hair. So we're going to start off with a little bit of vanilla flour. He has crazy hair, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to go in with cadmium red. And just putting in little swirls because of the curlies. And then I'm going to go in with autumn orange. I'm going to sharpen it. Thank you. Alright, now we're going to move on to the screws. So we're going to use seal gray. And then we're going to move on to the paper itself. So we're going to grab this one here, which is butter. We will make sure that we put the shadows in. Wow, Dion, you're a busy girl today. And then we're going to take a bit of a darker gray here. So we're going to use pavement gray. You are good like that. And we're going to put in some shadows under his hands here. As well as under his chin. And then we're also going to put them down here. On the floor. Make sure we get those shadows in there. And we've got another screw down here. And then we're going to do the floor. And we're going to start with honey brown. And I'm just very lightly using the side of the pencil. Just blanket coloring the area. And we're going to take caramel. I'm just going to put in a little bit of defining areas here. And there we have it. So again, it says attach the armrest with the screws, puzzling over the left and the right of it, the screws not being what they should be, as described in the instructions, and then the base beneath the seat, which attached with 6 40mm screws that were puzzling 6 45mm screws. So that is the art matters for the day. I'm going to switch it over to the full screen so you can see a little bit better of the colors. And of course, we will be continuing with this page on next Monday. So now we are going to put these pencils aside, and I will put them back later because they go back into the pencil holder. I need a pot. There we go. We'll just put them in my pot. There we go. And then we'll move this out of the way. And we'll move our water over here. There we go. So as you saw at the start of the video, I did complete the sunflowers, and we will be working on this area here, the rest of the bike, and possibly some of the ground. Well, thank you, Tammy. Alright, so I'm going to switch on over, back over to the close-up, and I will make sure that I try to keep in the center so that we can work on that area without going too far out of screen. Alright, I'm just going to readjust myself because I shifted and now it hurts. Alright, so we're going to work on the basket, and we're going to start with I think this color here. We'll see. Let's see what color is it. Yeah. I'm going to start with this color, which is a light greeny brown color, yellowy brown color. And we're going to throw a little bit of a medium brown into it as well. I'm going to put you on the camera so you can see the close-up as well as what I'm doing. There you go. So you guys can see what I'm doing as well. Alright, now what did I do with it? There it is. Now I'm going to mix them together. And we're just going to do a blanket coating on the basket. And once again, these are the Arrtx watercolor paint pens. And in order to reach the Amazon listing for these, it is in your commands, exclamation point commands. I do believe it's Arrtx watercolor, but I'm not absolutely positive. I don't know. It's not the biggest one. I think it's the medium-sized one. I can pull out the box and take a look for you in just a second here if you'd like. Bob bought it for me for my birthday. Dion, what size is yours? I'm pretty sure that it's the same size as mine. 9 by 12, yeah, something like that. Although I think it's a little bit bigger than that. One sec. It feels a lot bigger than 9 by 12. It's the large one? Yeah, okay. in just 1 second here, and I will grab the box because I have it right here. And I think it says on the box. 12 by 14 by 23 is the full mat. So 14.25 inches by 23.75 inches is the size of the full mat. Yeah, so I guess I have the big one. Alright, now I'm just going to take the heat gun and dry that. No problem. Alright, now we're going to take this one here, which has got a little bit more of an orange tone in it. And a little bit more of this one. And just a touch of black, I think. Literally just a touch of it. So I'm going to move all these together. Yeah, I cleaned it the other day and it squeaked. Alright, just going to do the back edge here. Adding some shadows. Hello, Emmy. Go to bed, Emmy. Oh dear. Well, I hope that I don't make anybody nauseous. I'll try not to. It just squeaks. Oh, the chalkboard sounds, yeah. Just getting in these little details here. So, oh, I'm sorry that it's too hot, Emmy. It's no fun when it's too hot. And we're going to add some more of the yellow brown and a little bit of the darker brown with it. And we're going to just blanket cover the whole thing again. Mix that all together. Blending everything all together here. And then we'll dry it. All right, and we're going to take their... I am good, thank you. All right, let's just, knock everything around on my desk here. Sorry, guys. You guys don't need to see my lap. Literally, I just completely knocked everything around. There. I hope that's better. There you guys go. All right, so let's do the garden flower shop thing. The sign. So we're going to start with our brown. Add some of the yellow brown to it. And we're going to do the edges. Try not to paint over any of the words on it or the little flowers. add some water to it, and we're going to thin it out really, really thin. And then we're going to just finish that in. Because of course thinning it out will keep it close to the same color, just a little bit lighter. Which we'll notice more when we start drying things, of course. Not too concerned about going over some of the letters, because I will be going over it with a different color, of course. It's always good to try not to, but if it goes over, it goes over. Not a big deal. It can definitely be painted over. And like I said, I'm going to dry it before I move on to the next color. So. Alright, now we're going to dry that up. Hopefully not knock the camera this time. And as you can see, it dried up quite a bit lighter than the edges, which is what we wanted. I'm just going to wipe that off. Now we're going to take some purple. Let's start with a light purple. I know I have one here somewhere. It's starting to get dark, so. There, that works. Let's turn on the lights. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. There it is. There's the purple I wanted. So we've got a light purple and a medium purple here. We're going to do garden with the light purple. And then we'll do flowers with the dark purple. Good night, Dawn. Sleep well. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. Yes, this is in Country Gardens. It is the last page in Country Gardens. There we have our garden in there. Thank you, Amy. Welcome. Now we're going to put our dark purple down, and we're going to do the flowers with the dark purple. And then we're going to wipe up the board and move on to the flowers in the basket after we finish up the sign here. A little bit of bleed there, a little bit too much water. Sorry, concentration. There we go. So we have our garden flowers down there. And wash this off. And then we're going to grab a little bit of pink, I think, bright pink. Nice bright pink. And we'll do the flowers on the sign. And as soon as I'm done with the flowers on the sign, I will stop sticking my tongue out, because these are really small. Alright, we're also going to use a little bit of this pink and purple put together for the string that's holding the sign on. To the bike. And there we have that. Oh, I'm sorry. And there we have our sign and our basket. Now we're going to move up. I'm going to pull the picture down a little bit so you can see the flowers in the basket. And I'm going to wipe up the mess that I have here. Just going to grab a little bit of the water to wipe that all up. It's going to squeak. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so we have some daffodils and some tulips, and not quite sure what those are, but I will color them a pretty color. So we're going to grab our lightest yellow here for our daffodils. a nice bright yellow, and then a nice light creamy yellow. I think this one has a bit of an orange creamy color to it. If I remember right, yeah. Alright, so we're going to start with the bright yellow. Pick up lots of that. And we're just going to start with the outer petals here. Now daffodils have all different colors. You can get yellow outer petals and white inner petals, or orange inner petals, or yellow inner petals, all those things. So we're going to do yellow on yellow with a bit of an orange on the rim. Well, I'm glad that I'm making you sleepy because it's very, very late. So we're just going to work the yellow into the flowers first, and then we'll put a little bit of a shadow on the outer petals, and then we'll do the inner rims. Again, I'm just doing the daffodils, and then we'll move on to the tulips and that sort of thing. We'll try to get this basket of flowers finished today. And offline, I may do the larger areas, like the grass and the pathway, and work on the finer details in Wednesday's stream. I've got to make supper because I haven't made supper yet. Surprised that my husband isn't hangry yet. Where are your friends, Dion? Alright, so now we've got all the part, outer parts of the daffodils done. I'm going to add a bit of water to that just to make it really, really light. Yes, all your friends are here. Just going to do the insides. And then I'm going to take a bit of an orange. I think this one here. And I'm going to add it to that yellow to do the edges, the outer parts. Get some of this water off of it. So the one thing with paint pens that you have to remember is if you have a wet surface and you touch your paint pen to it, the paint pen is going to actually absorb that water, and you have to just work the water out of it. Oh, I missed one. I think it's just really light. I did miss that part. I'm just going to rinse the orange out, pick up some of this lighter yellow and do that. Yeah, flat tires suck. Okay, so there's our daffodils all colored in. Now we're going to work on our tulips. I'm just going to wipe up some of this yellow. Squeak, squeak. Then we're going to take a couple of pinks and a couple of purpley red colors. So we're going to do some pinks, some purples. What other color should we do in the tulips? Let's do the pinks first. Alright, so let's start with the light pink. Then we're going to just take a little touch of that darker pink. And work the edges of the tulip. Going into that shadowy zone there. Now I'm finding today that I'm getting a bit of bleed that I wasn't getting yet yesterday or on Saturday, so I'm not sure why. All right, Emmy, get some sleep, dear. Have a good night. So I'm going to put the dark down first this time and see if I can avoid that bleed. Not quite sure why I'm getting a little bit more bleed than I was last time. They're the same things. I'm using the same product, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just not drying it enough. It's very possible. Nope. Thank you, Liz. I'm just going to go into this one. I'm going to dry this before I add the dark, and then I'll see if that's the problem. Because that may be my issue, because I'm not drying enough. Take the dark. And I'm going to take a little bit more of the light and blend it in. There you go. Keep on hitting that camera. Sorry, guys. Alright, so we're just going to finish up this pink one here, and then we're going to move to a purple for the rest of them. Just going to add some more of the light pink. And then we'll dry it out. Alright, now we're going to go in with some purples. Wipe up this. And we've got a light purple and a darker purple. I'm going to take some of the lighter purple, more of a red purple, and then it's a gray purple. So it's more of a red violet. And then there's a bit of a gray violet, which I'll use for shadows. Okay. Yep, we're going to dry that. we're going to pick up some of this grayed purple here. We're going to use that down here. Like so. And we're going to rinse that off. And we're going to pick up some more of our light. And we're going to blend that together. And we're going to dry that out. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that lighter purple, just because, you know, try to make sure that my brush isn't frayed. Okay, just a little bit more of the lighter purple here. Wet it down a little. Then we're going to dry it. Alright, now we're going to take our dark gray purple. Yeah, fill the brush with it. I'm going to dab it a bit so that it's not really wet. And then we're going to take some more of our light. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, we're just going to blend it together. Alright, I think that's it for the tulips. Just going to get this all dry, and I think these are carnations by the look of the bottom here, so I think those are carnations. So we will do carnations there. Just gonna wipe this off. And let's see, what color carnation should we do? Go to bed, dear. Ah. All right, let's see. What color should we do the carnations? I kind of want to do them blue. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I like blue carnations. So I'm going to do some light blue. I don't think I have too much of a blue violet. Well, I guess this one. There's a lot of red violet type things, but this one's not too bad. Yeah, we can do that. And we'll just take a little tiny bit of this blue and just mix it in there. Just make them cool. Good night. Yes, the train is heading your way. Hello, Connor. Absolutely not a problem at all, Kenny. Enjoy and have fun with the family. Family and life always first. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you and you hanging out with me for a little while. Just taking a little bit of this blue and filling it in a little. Like the blue with the purple. And there we have that. Well, thank you so much for coming in. You have a fantastic night. All right, gonna dry those out. All right, now we're going to grab some greens. Rid of the blue and the purple. And we need some green. So we've got this green here. And these greens here. What are the green from this green? That's more of a blue green. I like that. Alright, so let's start with, pretty sure it's this green. Yeah. I'm going to start with that green for our shadows. And then we're going to go into this green. And then we're going to go into this green. So we're going to start with this one here. Too much water on there. Just going to do a few of these leaves with the shadow color, and then I'll come back through with the next color and the light color, and then we'll give them a dry. I don't want to do too many at once because I don't want them to bleed together. Alright, going to make sure that I get all the ones underneath the flowers. Like that. Then we're going to take our medium color. Like so. We're going to rinse this out. And pick up some of the yellow green. And I'm going to actually mix it into this brighter green here a little bit. I want a little bit more of a green, not yellow. That's better. Alright, now we're going to take the blow dryer and we're going to give it a dry. Again, I'm going to pick up the darker. Working into the shadow areas here. Just get those shadows all filled in there. There we we go. I had a loose bit there. Decided that it was just going to go rogue. Now we're going to pick up this one, fill the brush with it. Make sure I roll that. Trying to keep a fine point on my brush so that I don't end up covering the pink flowers with green or the yellow flowers with green. Not too worried about the oopsie there, because of course we're going to be doing green grass. So. And we'll finish up the basket of flowers here, and then I think we're going to call it a day. I will, depending upon how much I have to do tomorrow and on Wednesday for work, I will try to get the grass and the the pathway done, but I can't guarantee that I'll get it done. I will try to get something done so that I can put it up with the video when I do the intro, but I can't guarantee how much that'll be. I don't know how much we have to do for work this week. But like I said, I do have some special pencils that will be first impressioned on Friday. So I will be recording that this week. And yeah, so that should be fun. Just going to take a little bit of clean water and just brush those colors together. And give that a dry. Thank you, Alex. And just need a little bit more of the greens. So let's grab a little bit more of the dark green. And the medium green. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wrong one, wrong one. Abort, abort. And then some of the light green as well. Alright. And we're going to pick up some of this dark green. fill in all of the rest of the green areas here. Because you know there's got to be leaves back there somewhere. The great thing about watercolor is you don't need to be exact with it. It will do itself a favor and spread around as you work it. Just have to try not to, paint over things. Yes, they do like to hide. So I'm going to go in with the medium green. Just rolled my pen so that I could keep a point. And I missed a leaf. It's a wonderful pink bike. Alright. Rinse that out. And pick up a bunch of this darker greens and move it into the lighter green. Blend it into that darker green area. Charlotte just got her nails done and she's still clip-clopping around. Alright. Almost all done with the leaves here. Need a little tiny bit of the green just to roll the pen through. Get some of that. There we go. I don't know why my pen is acting like it was bone dry. Alright, let's blow dry that. Actually, I think there's another leaf there. Here we go. So, I know it's only been an hour and a half, but it is getting late. And I know a lot of you, it's much later there than it is here. So I'm going to say good evening to you all. We did get the flower basket done. I will do up the ribbons as well as the dirt and the grass. I'll leave the rest of it for next time. And I will try to get the dirt and the grass, well, the path and the grass done on off screen and recorded for you. Of course, that would be shown at the start of the video for the next stream. If you did not see the start of this video where I did the flowers, of course you can view that on playback. It is at the very first 5 minutes of the stream. So that is the Joanna Teresa Goodridge page for Country Gardens that we are working on. Of course, today is Art Matters, and if the page states, God, words are hard, people. My tongue has just decided that it doesn't want to talk anymore. Attach the armrest with the screws, puzzling over the left and the right of it, the screws not being what they should be as described in the instructions, and then the base beneath the seat, which attached with 6 40mm screws that were puzzlingly 6 45mm screws. And we will continue with the next page on next Monday. Of course, on Wednesday we will continue with the bicycle, and we will hopefully have most of it completed, and I will complete it off screen and show that video on Saturday when we pick a new page. Again, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video and enjoyed the time that we have spent here today. On Friday, I will have a recorded video for something special that I received. And yeah, until then, thank you all very much for coming, and thank you all very much for hanging out and everything else. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to every YouTube artist that you enjoy. Not only does it help us out with our self-esteem, but it definitely helps us out with our analytics. And that means that YouTube will send more people to visit us. And of course, always, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.